Good morning, comic book fans. Welcome back to Ka-Pow Comics. It's New Comic Book Day on a Thursday. A Thursday? Yes, I know. It's morning, Kay. It's a Thursday because it's a bank holiday weekend. We always get a day late. When it's Easter, that's two bank holidays, and Diamond UK close both Friday and Monday. I just realised this is quite low. Yeah, let's try and get there. We go. So we basically have a delivery push back 2 days. So it's all in here now. And it basically means I've got to not only do my delivery today, but stuff is also available to sell today. So I'm going to have to get this all parceled up and posted and invoiced as quick as I possibly can. Thing is, next Tuesday, less than a week away, I'm actually opening those doors over there so other living human beings can come into this shop. So there's a few people who have been getting stuff posted out simply because of the pandemic who might want to come in and collect things. There's a lot of other people who just simply, live on the Channel Islands or wherever. It's still a bit of a walk, so we'll still want stuff posted out to them. So I might have you might get an invoice today when you don't really need one, in which case get in contact, or you might not get an invoice and still want one, because even though the doors are open and we're letting people in, by no means are we out of a global pandemic. There is still a deadly disease out there, and we all still need to be very, very careful. So a whole bunch of people are probably going to want to stay away from comic book stores, and I totally understand that. It's quite hard to sanitize paper without destroying it. So it's not the kind of shop where I can make sure everything is 100% clean all the time, and I do get that. I do get it's a risk. So if you want to just carry on getting stuff posted out, absolutely fine, totally understand, no drama whatsoever. I run a comic book store, and that means what my main goal is to sell comic books to people, not to get them to come into my store. I can sell you comic books when you're sat at home. It's fine. So, what have we got in today? First off, we've got this, which is Geiger issue 1 per store variant. Although, according to my invoice which I've got today, it is a Diamond UK exclusive, which might mean that American stores don't get their 1 per store. And it's got this fun little thing on the back, which I quite like the look of. I'm probably going to end up sticking this one on eBay, as I do with most of my 1 per store things. Check it out later on if you want to get hold of this one. I think we had a Harley Quinn that was a Diamond UK exclusive, sold for almost £50 a couple of weeks ago. Sometimes they can go for crazy money, sometimes they don't. So, have a think on it. If you want to get a very limited Geiger, there's your chance to get it. Other than that, we also have Joker Harley, Criminal Sanity, which is actually a comic book, but it's too really big, so it goes with the other stuff. Other stuff, which we don't put in with boxes because they are odd sizes. New Persona 5. One of these, one of them has been ordered, so if you're wanting the one, give me a shout. Batman Adventures, or Riddle Me This, another one of the young age reader ones. Graphic novels for everyone. We order 2 of these, and they're usually both spoken for. If you see this kind of thing, and you know what, I want these, and my name is not already down on the list for them, let me know. Because as much as we do get people asking for kid stuff, we can't fill the shop with it, because that's like a really small part of our market. So hopefully more and more people realise this, and we can do, and we'll get more of it here. Certainly not for children. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Well, I say certainly not for children. I think it's like teen, but I've never read it. I've heard stuff about it. Iron Heart, this one, I don't think is a new one. I think this is a back order for somebody. Meant to Fly by Eve Ewing, I think this one is. Yes, Eva Ewing. I've been reading something of hers recently. I quite enjoyed it. Next up, this is one that I've ordered a few in because I thoroughly enjoyed it. Shadow Service, the first volume of the collection. Simply because the first issue, the second arc, came out last week, and a couple of people were like, "Oh, good jumping on point." So I've ordered a few extras of the trades so people can read it from the beginning if they want to. It's $15.99 for the volume for 5 issues, so you still get a pretty good deal. I think 2 of these are already spoken for, so give me a shout if you want the other one. Oh, hang on. I've got 2 of this one. Batman Who Laughs. One of DC's breakout characters, otherwise known as Judge Death. Latest Star Wars trade from Marvel. This is one that I thoroughly enjoyed. It's only 3 issues, so you're only looking at like $8.99 for the full set and collection, but Grit. A very cool mix of historical action adventure and monster hunting fun and games. Absolutely worth your time. And again, because it's only £9, you might as well take a shot, eh? Vlad Dracula. This one is only 3 issues, but it's $22.99 because each issue is absolutely massive. It's the same. It's actually bigger than this. Marnius Calgar, like it's half the size, and that's 5 issues. The new Marnius Calgar's out. I've got 3 copies of one has been spoken for, at least maybe 2. So if you missed out on the full series, get in touch, because this has been absolutely brilliant and a very good sell for us. following on from our Batman Who Laughs, Dark Knight's Death Metal Deluxe Edition, which basically means it's all shiny. Ooh, look at the shine. We also have in the latest issue of Fangoria. We have one spare of this. A couple people ordered it, and I did tell everyone when they put the order name down for it. It's it only comes out 4 times a year, and it's 18 quid. But that's £6 a month, which is about what you pay for a magazine, and also it's quite expensive because they have no ads in it. It is nothing but content. But if people put their name down for it and we're holy crap, 18 quid for a magazine? No, so I've used it with spares. And we also, finally, for the books, Frank Jones Ballpoint Beauties, is that? Yes, which has been ordered for somebody. This was ordered a long time. I think this was ordered pre-original pandemic, pre-first lockdown. So hopefully the guy will turn up at some point, or at least get in contact and let me know he still wants his stuff. Because there's a few books of that guy now. We'll just move stuff around a little bit so I can get to the next pile of goodness. I've got a couple of action figures first. One of these was supposed to arrive last week, but didn't. So it's kind of cool that they both arrived at the same time. I've got Magneto and X-Men, Magneto and Charles Xavier, which is kind of cool. I like that. They're both for the same person. They're going to go on the pile of things that he has. For now, though, I'm just going to pop them there so I don't accidentally try and sell them to randoms in the public. That same gentleman, I think, has put his name down for one of these. Now, when these first came out, they were just the standard Transformers box kind of things of Ectotron, but this one is specifically for Transformers Afterlife. And you can tell that because look, there is rust on it. It is a different toy. It also comes with a comic in the back, as you can see there. We've ordered 2 of these, and I think, our massive Transformers toy guy, I think he's down for one. I'll need to double check that one. But I have a question. That artwork on the back looks really, really familiar to me. It looks exactly like the stuff that used to be on the back of the original toys back when I was a kid. I'm just curious, has Transformers ever updated artwork, or is this literally a deliberate throwback they're doing? I'm just not sure. Either way, it's kind of cool to see. Okay, that is all our other associated products. Let me just move a couple of bits around so I don't accidentally knock things off the counter. Nobody wants that. Actually, no, you might do. It's funny. But we're now on to comic books. These should be mostly alphabetical. There's a couple of bits we have some missing. I'll mention when I get to them. One of them is basically just because it's one short. The other one, it's such a popular series, even though we ordered ours well before the cutoff date, actually well before it's supposed to be ordered at all. We ordered the correct amount of them. It's so popular it has gone to allocation. You'll know it more when I get to it. For now, though, King Tank Girl. I mentioned that's I like that title. I got a couple of copies of that in. Alien number 1. This is the standard cover. Somebody did order it as a back order for last week. A couple weeks ago it finally arrived, so that's good. Amazing Spider-Man. New new costume on the cover there. Lots going on with that one. Oddly, strange thing to draw attention, but I do like the little lumber box there. It looks slightly different than the usual ones. It's got its own little font going on there. Kind of cool. America Chavez, Made in the USA, issue 2. On to the Avengers part of the day. We have the regular, Enter the Phoenix finale for Avengers, which it's been all right. I quite like that cover. I like the art style to it, but it feels like, just bringing in more of the Phoenix stuff. It's just kind of a new ground instead of doing something new. Old ground instead of something new. Speaking of new, Avengers Mech Strike, which is just the Avengers in giant suits of power armor, and who doesn't love that? Batman now, Batman 107. Prices for these ones have been regularly going up a little bit, $4.99 to $3.99. I think it's basically because they're adding extra little stories in. Last issue, I think it was the Robin thingy, but now we've got Ghostmaker in his own little mini series. Also, for Batman, we have the variant cover of that same comic book for me, and a couple of the people as well, in the nice cardstock variant. They do charge a little bit extra for the cardstock variants. If you want one, get in touch. We don't get them in just regularly. This one technically should be under N, but I stuck it with Batman because it's just easier at the time. Next Batman, Second Son, issue 1. There's only a mini-series. Ridley. Is that the same Ridley who's doing Other History of the DC Universe? Because that's been absolutely fantastic. If it is, I might give that one a read myself. Blade Runner 2029, one of the several Blade Runner comic books going at the moment. I think that's a Peach Momoko. Yeah, Peach Momoko cover. And she is absolutely spectacular. Love those. Next up, a little bit of Buffy. Created by Joss Whedon. Yeah, but we'll do what we can. And I do like that cover. Very, very cool. I like it when they mess around with stuff like that. Chasing the Dragon, issue 2, one of the heavy metal ones. We've got a couple of heavy metal ones in, actually. This one, it was like a really cool looking one. I never got a chance to review it. They sold really quickly. But the internal art looked amazing. The latest of the Sumerian, Iron Shadows in the Moon. All of these, I think all 5 copies have been spoken for. One of the things, slight difference of using League of Comic Geeks compared to just me doing it, is if you said you want Sumerian, I'll kind of assume you want the next Sumerian as well and order it for you. But they are separate series. So if you get things like this, like miniseries, and on your League of Geeks thing, you need to check that the next one's out and you're down for it. Now, I can do this kind of stuff for you. I don't mind doing it, but honestly, it just makes my life a little bit easier. I don't have to do all of it. Commanders in Crisis, just a 1 copy of that for the person who orders it. Another Conan, this one, the actual Conan the Barbarian. Very cool classic style cover there. Even the classic art style, and yeah, everything about that just screams Conan. Crime Syndicate, for my man who gets everything Superman related. Mercat Andolfo's Deep Beyond issue 3, which was okay. What was better than okay, and I really can't wait to read this, Dead Dog's Bite issue 2. Issue 1 was absolutely spectacular. Really, really liked it. Unfortunately, struggled to get spares of issue 2 in, so I think it might be one I have to pick up in trade, which is a shame. The Dreaming or Waking Hours for all our Sandman fans. One of the ones we were missing one of, Engine Award, we're supposed to get 2 of this, we only got 1. It's not the end of the world. I've already messaged my sales rep, we're going to get an extra set next week with any luck. But yeah, if you're down for it, I'll have to go like whoever put their name first gets that one. Excalibur, for all the X-Men people out there. Far Sector, which is that almost done now? Oh, 1 left of Far Sector, which has been a very cool bit of high concept sci-fi involving Green Lantern-esque things. Fear Case. They sent us a cover B for this one. I'm not entirely sure why they do that every once in a while. I think maybe it's like a bookkeeping error, but I'm not going to complain. Flash variant cover was supposed to arrive last week, but didn't. Regular cover Geiger, just basically a coloured version of it. And yes, you have your Junkyard Joe thing on the back there for that one as well. But they are a slightly different layout. I think most of, if not all of these, have been reserved. But get in contact if you do want one. You never know your luck. Another one we were 1 shy of, God of War. And you may notice that's issue 2. We're still waiting for issue 1, which never turned up as well. So I'm sorry about that, people. And next up, we actually have Green Lantern, the actual Green Lantern comic book. You may be thinking, hang on, that's not any Green Lantern I know. Then you should be reading Justice League. Teen Lantern's great. Check her out. She's amazing. And there's lots of other lanterns there on the bottom too. But it is issue 1 of the Infinite Frontier thing. No idea who Thorn is. Don't know if they've written anything else I've read. But I might give that one a review because it's an issue 1. Immortal Hulk, just carrying on being amazing. Still like one of the best horror comic books out there at the moment. Well, it's horror and mixing superheroes, which is a very nice thing to do. One from Scout Comics said, this might be the last of the non-stop ones I get. I really like this as a comic book store owner. I like the idea that people can read issue 1 if they like it. They just have to come back and buy 1 trade of all of it later on. Scout are really doing the best, so you don't end up with the issue 2 issue of just loads or not enough of issue 2s. But it doesn't seem to be one my customers are going for, which is a shame. Or maybe just not put anything good. I don't know. But the non-stop thing, although it's a great idea, doesn't seem to be taking in this store. But that does look like some kind of classic concept sci-fi stuff going on there. So I'll check that one out. And the latest of James Bond, issue 2 of Agent of Spectre. Yeah, James Bond, Agent of Spectre. We only get the one person who's down for the James Bond stuff, and you get selected all of it. But if you're a James Bond fan and you want to pick anything like that, just get in contact. We can order it. It's just, if nobody asks for it, we don't know what to get in. Okay, second box now. Spectre, not Hydra. King in Black, issue 5 by Donny Cates, who's almost finished on Venom, and is totally not doing Moon Knight. It's a bit of a shame. They've actually announced who's doing Moon Knight. Looks kind of a name I definitely remember, but they've not done much that's really jumped out at me. I think they've done like Silk or something, but still, Moon Knight's a cool character. More King in Black, Planet of the Symbiotes. I think that might be all the King in Black we have this week. Good Lord, hardly any King in Black at all. New Lady Death for my Lady Death fan. Magic the Gathering MTG issue 1. This has already gone to a second print. We only have 2 copies, one of which has been spoken for. If you want it, you need to get in contact because once it's gone, that's it. It's gone. And we need to basically hope like hell we can get the issue 2 for you, because if you see issue 1 come in, and you're like, oh, I like that, I'm going to add issue 1 to my pull list. We've already passed the final order cutoff for issue 2. If we don't know people want it, we are less inclined to order extras of issue 2, because then we end up with a whole bunch of stuff that we have to pay for and doesn't sell. So League of Comic Geeks is brilliant. What it does has a whole bunch of stuff going forward months and months, including the current previews month that we're ordering. So check it out and order through there. It just makes my life a lot easier. And it means our customers are not going to miss out on things. Next up, though, Man-Bat. Woohoo! Really should check this one out, because that is a very cool horror comic, horror cover, which I quite like the look of. More X-related governry now in Marauders, still my favourites. Marvel Action, Captain Marvel now from IDW. Using a mobile phone as a cover, it's been done a little bit, but I quite like it. You're like me and obsessed with DC Connect and previews and stuff. Yeah, it's going to be even worse soon, because Marvel are not going to be going specifically through previews and Diamond, so they're going to have their own separate thing. It's why League of Geeks is actually like probably the better one out there, because it involves almost everything you're going to need. The only thing you don't really get from it is action figures and toys. But keep an eye on our page for that. On Facebook, we actually share a whole bunch of like new releases and things as and when we can order them. Noctera issue 2. Both copies have been spoken for after them going out. And this is one that's absolutely a kick in the vulnerables. One issue of Nottingham, number 2. This is one of those things where we ordered plenty of it. Loads of people asking for it long before it came out, because I saw the cover of issue 1 and I genuinely loved it, so I kept talking about it. We had, I think, 5 people down for it, and it's gone up now because issue 1 came out and people really like that one. Issue 2 now here, and because it was so popular, even though we ordered ours well in advance, we've only been sent 1 copy because it's gone to allocations. I'm going to have to check who added it on first. All I can do is apologise to people who don't get their copy of Nottingham. This is not even a Diamond UK thing. This will be a Previews World thing where they've simply allocated X amount to England, and we've had to then go on the receiving end of Leicester we wanted. I do apologise. We're doing everything we can. Origins, final issue of that one. A new one from AWA, though. I say new one. It's another Resistance one from AWA with J. Michael Straczynski, who's never been my favourite comic book writer, but he's definitely got his fans. Rick and Morty, Worlds Apart, just a 1 issue of that one for us ordered it. And the extra heavy metal thing I was talking about, definitely going to be checking this one out, because it is George Romero, with art by Diego Napor, I think that says. Odd font on it, so it's not that I can't pronounce it. I'm just generally struggling to see if that's an N or not. Could be a D. But yeah, George Romero doing a zombie comic book, definitely going to be checking that one out. Latest Runaways, I only get the 1 of those. It's not the most popular, but you know, we're going to get a few blacks for it. Sensational Wonder Woman issue 2 for the person who wanted that. 7 Secrets issue 7, which I think is like either the end of an arc or the start of an arc. So if you're a fan, keep an eye on that one. Silk and Born. This is actually just a shortage last week. We were supposed to have extras, and they've arrived now. So everyone who got it was only down for Silk last week. If you didn't get it, you got it now. And this one, Silver Coin, this is one of those issues where we had 2 people down for it originally, but I kind of thought I might get it, so I ordered 5, thinking that'll be plenty spare. Went out to I think 7 or 8 people who were down for it. So you know, we'll see how that one goes. If you're not, it's still listed as imprint and available when I've ordered extras, so that will arrive next week if you haven't got it. Star Wars High Republic issue 4. Yeah, we've got plenty of that one in for anyone who wants it. Swamp Thing, after reading issue 1, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Can't wait for issue 2 of that one. A couple extra back orders for it was shy last week. Transformers War of the World. Well, actually, Transformers ongoing. And speaking of Transformers, 100-page giant Transformers 84. La-di-da. Huge comic book there for the Transformers fans. But again, it's a classic generation stuff, and it looks cool. Beast Wars. In fact, yeah, talk about how they're going. Beast Wars, Transformers, 25 years. And yeah, if you're a Transformers fan, no doubt you're already crazy about that one. And Vampire the Masquerade, for me and a couple of other people, because I just like vampires, as I mentioned previously, and I like the role-playing game. Oh, and one more bit of King in Black. Sorry, I had forgotten this one right at the back there. Donny Case's Actual Venom. Really going for the boldness of the cover there, and I quite like it. Right, so that is everything that's in this week. And yeah, just action figures and books and stuff like that. As I say, I'm now going to get this sorted as quick as I can. The sorting office near us this is only for my customers now. So if anyone's watching, anyone, only 2 people watching it, who's not one of our customers, sorry about this. It's just a little bit of bookkeeping. But usually, what I do is on a Tuesday, I'll get everything sorted out. Then I can't legally post things until the Wednesday. But that's fine because I go to sorting office. It opens at 8 o'clock in the morning, or even early, so I can get it all done straight away. But sorting office doesn't really stay open much into the afternoon. So if I send you out all your invoices today, it's probably not going to get posted till tomorrow anyway. And all I can do is apologize for that one. It's just the state of the world we live in, and the fact that the post office actually just closed down, and now it's just a little sorting office room I can go and drop stuff off in. And the fact that it's delivered on a Thursday instead. But I'm still going to do what I can for you. That's it from now, though. I'm going to do a review later on. Probably not too late, actually, because there's a few things there that I think once I get to them, I'm just going to stop doing my thing and just read it and review it straight away. But until you see it again, stay safe and hopefully see a few of you on Tuesday next week. Can't wait. Bye.